Good morning, everyone, and good evening to Batuk sir. Firstly, I would like to thank Batuk sir for providing us this great platform. Have you ever seen women being abandoned from home in the name of dowry? Have you ever seen women being burned alive or being sold in the name of employment? What do you think about mental torture? Is it a kind of violence, or there should be physical harassment to be violence? Okay, here I am going to put light on violence against women. Violence is the intentional use of physical force, power against oneself, another person, or against the group or community that result injury, death, or psychological harm. Violence is not a new term for us, especially in our developing countries like ours. According to the study conducted by the government, it has found that 1 out of 2 Nepalese women experienced domestic violence. Cases regarding women violence include physical harassment in the name of dowry, harassment for not giving birth to sons, rape case, girl trafficking, acid attack, and mental torture. Psychological violence found to be high, followed by physical, economic, and sexual violence. In the fiscal year 1996-97, only 336 cases were reported. However, in 2016 and 17, it has been increased by almost 34 times, that is 11,639 cases. And most of the cases were still unreported. What do you think? What might be the reason behind it? Has the rate of violence really increased, or more number of cases has been reported nowadays? Yes, you have many thoughts behind it, behind the reason of the violence. Here, I'm going to list out some of the reasons of violence. That is low educational status, conservative thinking of the people, religious belief, and lack of awareness among the people. Apart from this, most of the cases were reported nowadays. The rate of cases being reported is increased, not the rate of violence. It's all because of the increased women's literacy and of the growing public consciousness. Despite this, most of the reported cases end up with signing of the public mutual agreement paper. And what might be the solutions to reduce violence? Mainly, we have to challenge and speak out about the violence, and we have to raise awareness among the people about the violence. And let's work together to end any form of violence. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Srishti. Now let's welcome Niharika to evaluate Srishti's speech. Niharika, welcome. Niharika, we can't hear you.
Is that okay?
Okay.
So namaste everyone. I was given to evaluate Shrishti Giri's speech, which was on violence against women. I have pointed out her some of the good things that she delivered throughout her speech. The good thing was her camera angle was little bit, it was nice, it was at a place. Next thing that she did good was she organized her speech wisely. She has included data. She started with a very good opening. Her ending was also good. She was like, let's be hopeful, let's work together for all the problems that women is facing. That's a common social issues like topic. Mm, the point of improvement are she was constantly working on her foot like this which was like very hard for me to detect. Her voice pace was like, it was not same pace, so I have to sometime, camera was not working like that when you are moving like this and this, so I can't detect your voice, what exactly you are saying at that period of time. So I think you should stand still. It's very hard for us to stand still, right, giving speeches. And the next thing that you did, you need to improve in my case was your hand movements. You are constantly working with your hands along with your mouth. So that the things I think you need to improve. But that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Niharika. Now let me give you my feedback. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, right?
I can also. Sir,
Oh,
I can also
Shiksha, let's hear. I thought you cannot just you cannot watch you cannot
evaluate.
talk. Okay, that's good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh, First of all, I'd like to congratulate Srishti for the wonderful speech. Her speech was wonderful. The thing that I like about her speech is she presented her speech in a good pace. Um, but there, there was some place where she need to have some vocal variety, but yeah, it was I could understand her. I can focus or concentrate on her speech. But yeah, one thing that distracted me sometimes was her body movement. Like she was doing, body was moving like this. So that things little distracted me. As Sri said, sorry, as Niharika said, like she has given data. Her opening was good, so I also liked her opening. She gave a good question and other things. What I want to say about the ending is I was hoping like there will be some more thing at the ending, but suddenly she stopped her speech. So yeah, I think I found these things in her speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shiksha, for a nice evaluation. So I want to give you my evaluation now. You two are both on right on the spot. You all pointed the right things for her to improve for future speeches. Her hand was every time it was holding here, because when you are doing like this, those are signs of nervousness. And you still have some nervousness. And without doing those things, you cannot speak. So you have to gradually let your hands just relax. You have to practice that. You know, it's not going to go away in day one, day two, it's not going away. So you have to practice. You can, but you need to have a meaningful gesture. Like when you're providing data number 1, number 2, number 3, you have to do that way. And the other thing is what I want to say, I mean, there is definitely some progress from first speech to second speech. You have come very long way. There is no doubt in that. Now you have to work on these skills. Okay, I have a problem this, I have a problem that, I have a problem that. I have to fix those one by one. You have to think that way. I mean, don't feel, oh, I have so many problems. It's not that way. You have to fix one at a time. Your pace was a little bit faster. You can a little bit slow down, like, you know, if you are going in a 40 miles, 40 kilometers per hour, you may want to bring down to 30 kilometers per hour. Just slow down a little bit. And try to practice your voice, because your voice looks like you are kind of panicking while talking. It happens because you are only 2 speech away. I mean, you are not that far. Just 2 speech away. It's definitely improvement from the first one to second one. And I want to see more improvement in your third one. You are in the right direction. Just start on your hand movement. Don't just hold your hand just like here. Just let it go. Or you can put in a like this and just let it go like this. You can do that too. And when your body movement is not a front or back, when you are saying, okay, you did opening here, and now you can go, when you are presenting your body, you can go a little bit right and come back to center and conclude your speech. And if you have the 3 points to present in a body, you can go 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, and come in the center and give the conclusion. That way, you know, your audience will know you are transitioning from one place, 1 point to another point, and they can follow along with you. So that kind of practice you have to do over and over and over. Practice in front of the mirror, practice in front of your friends and family. That way you can improve drastically. But overall, it was a great speech. You are in the right path. You have to work a little bit more hard now, because next one is going to be even harder. Okay, congratulations for your second speech. And you are really in a good path. With that said, let me close this